This meeting is being recorded. I'm Andy Chanley. This is a here at home session that I'm proud is with our friends at the ALZLA organization and our friends at Amoeba Records. We're here to talk about the Making Memories Festival. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
I'll make introductions here. I don't know where everybody's showing up on everyone's screen, but joining me is Heather Cooper Ortner. She is the ALZLA president and CEO. Hello.
Yep. Hello, Andy.
Also, we have Karen Pearson from Amoeba Records, the co-owner of that fabulous record emporium in Hollywood.
Hi.
And we have Monalisa joining us as well, also a longtime veteran of Amoeba Records as well. Great to meet you, Monalisa.
Hi, Andy. Great to meet you, too.
All right, so I want to get the stuff right out here, right at the top. I want to make sure people know when, what, who, where, how, and why they can get involved with what you guys are doing. The name of it is the Making Memories Festival. This is the second year you've done this, right?
That's right. Last year.
Yeah,
Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, last year I heard it was a party. You had Oza Motley headlining the thing,
Yeah.
and you blew the roof off the dump. How are you going to top that this year?
We are going to top it. We're going to top it with Los Lobos this year. So
Nice.
we'll take ideas and suggestions for how we're going to outdo Los Lobos next year, because I don't know how we can. But
Yeah.
we are really excited. It's going to be even bigger and better than last year, and last year was pretty fabulous.
Yeah, well, and all appreciation to Oza Motley. I won't say we'll outdo them, but we'll try to keep the party going at the very least. And joining them is DJ Monalisa, also Cut Chemist, Circle the Earth, Valley Queen. This all happens on Sunday, November 13th at the LA State Historic Park. And I know a lot of people hear that and they're like, where is that? Is that the beach? Where is it? It's in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And I guess some people used to call it the cornfield or whatever, but it's right there in Chinatown, in that area right there, right?
You've got it. It used to be, an old cornfield. It was like an old railroad byway or something, but the state took it over. It was always state property and turned it into this really beautiful park. Gorgeous backdrop of downtown LA and great public parking, public transportation access. So really easy to get to from every part of the city and the county. So we're trying to make it easy for people to get to on a beautiful Sunday afternoon and come out and help us raise awareness about Alzheimer's and Alzheimer's Los Angeles, and have a really good time with some pretty amazing music.
Yeah, and not just music. The title this year is Local Music, Local Food, Local Cause. And so we already talked about the local music, which is going to be pretty fantastic. And we know what the cause is. Let's do the middle one. What is the food situation going to be at this event?
So the food is a variety of different cultural and ethnic food trucks. I can't tell you what they are yet because we're still working to confirm who's going to actually be there. The trucks confirm a little bit closer to the date, but stay tuned, check our website or get on our email list, and we'll make sure that we're sending out that update as soon as the trucks are confirmed. But we know we're going to have some Asian cuisine, probably some Mexican cuisine, good old fashioned American burgers and hot dogs, and ice cream, of course, and probably some more.
Nice. I love it. All right. So I'm looking forward to checking out the food and the entertainment. Where can I get tickets for this? I'm certain that they're available ahead of time. Where's the best place to grab those?
Right now it's our website. Everything is online. It's all digital. So it's at alzheimersla.org/making memory. So I could make it even easier for you and tell you to go to alzla.org/mmf, but variety of different ways to get there. The most direct is alzheimersla.org/making memories.
Nice. All right. Let's talk about, now that we got all of the details out of the way, the reason why you're doing this. And it's I don't know if everybody knows, November is actually Alzheimer's Awareness Month. I know you know, but perfect time to do it, and I'm sure that's why you targeted this month. It sure seems to me, and this is just, anecdotal, but it sure seems to me that in the last many years that Alzheimer's seems to touch more and more families in my circle. It's hard for me to think of families who aren't affected by this. People that are our age who are, in the sandwich generation, caring for young ones at the same time as starting to take care of their elders, their parents. It certainly seems to me like this is something that touches a large percentage of our community.
Yeah, it does. And the numbers bear it out. Right now, there are 6.5 million people in the country living with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. Here in LA County, it's over 177,000 people who are living with the disease, ages 55 and older. And that's a lot of people in our community. And for every single one of them, there are about two people, unpaid family or friend caregivers providing 24/7 care for the people living with the disease. It is really hard to find someone these days who hasn't been personally touched by it. And if you're one of the lucky few, you know somebody else who has. It's very hard to find people who haven't known somebody who's known somebody. And even knowing the numbers are what they are, there are still a whole lot of people who don't really know what it is or understand what it is as a disease. And so that's why we're doing this event, is to raise awareness, help people understand that it's a disease. It's not a cause of shame. There should be no stigma around it. It's like, getting a diagnosis of diabetes or cancer or any other just, terrible disease. Nobody should have to deal with or want, but it's a disease, and the people who get it didn't do anything wrong. And we're here to say there's a whole lot that can be done, not just for the person who has the diagnosis themselves, but for their family. And it's important for people to understand, that this is a fatal neurodegenerative disease. And there is currently no real effective treatment, and there's no cure.
Karen, I know
Yes.
Amoeba Records has been around for eons, and you guys have done a number of things for charity. You've helped out the community. I'm just curious, is there a personal link to this cause for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a full-time caregiver for Eileen, who worked with Amoeba for many, many years. And she's one of the few, well, I guess less than 5% who have been diagnosed with young onset Alzheimer's, which is, she started to show signs when she was 53, 54. And now she's only 59, and she's in the later stages of Alzheimer's dementia. But so it's definitely, hits home, and it's really, it's interesting because obviously when something's personal, you get educated, and then you start to realize how many other people are touched, and you start to want to talk about it a little bit more. And I think that's what we're fighting. Heather, you put it really well. There's a stigma, and I think there's just a lack of knowledge and understanding and education, and that's what we kind of need to work on. Just because what you're saying is all these people have been touched, but I don't think we're talking about it enough. And I think the beauty of this particular event, and I was there last year, and we were there for the walks or whatever, is kind of combining like a community, connecting community, and at the same time, and having a great time and music, but at the same time educating people and bringing it into the light and starting to talk about this. Dementia is not, people with dementia are still people, and they're lovely, and they're, they're in there. So it's really important to talk about it. So yes, it's a personal thing for me.
It's so true. I was having a conversation with someone, something related to this recently about, not to make this about me, but I had cancer last year, and there was never even a question of, well, yeah, I'm having the chemotherapy. Yeah, I'm taking the drugs. Yeah, I'm doing whatever I need to fix my body.
Right.
And talking about, with a mental illness, your brain is another organ in your body, and by God, if there's a problem with it, wouldn't you do whatever you had to do to fix it? And so I think that while an unrelated issue, antidepressants and some of these things around mental wellness have in the past had a stigma, but it's time for all of that to completely go away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it's-
Mhm.
Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, I don't think it's unrelated, Andy, and I think it's really, I'm glad you brought it up. I mean, it's, it's mind, body, soul, we're just trying to keep ourselves going and stay healthy. And I think one thing that the last, 30, 40 years, we just educated ourselves about cancer. And, way in the way back, which wasn't that way back, it was also a secret. And it was, the big C, and nobody talked about it. And I think that it's so important to kind of bring all of these things into the light and talk about what we got to do together, as a community, especially because it's going to touch all of us. And
Yeah.
it will. Yeah.
Monalisa, I want to ask you, you DJ and you entertain people with music. I had a friend, well, he's still my friend. He is a music therapist, and he used to talk to me about the most amazing thing when he'd go into a facility or a learning situation, and he would be around people with learning differences or mental illness. He said the most amazing thing happened when we got in a circle. No matter what distance someone was communicating from, if you start a drum circle, eventually everybody in their own, to the best of their capacity, is going to join that rhythm somehow. And he said it was an amazing journey. And I've also read about when people who have strokes, they might lose the ability to speak, but they retain the ability to sing. In the 70s, Mel Tillis made a joke out of his stutter, the country singer, but he had the ability to get past his stuttering by singing the words sometimes. There's an amazing power of music. Surely, Monalisa, you've seen that when you've performed for people, the change that comes over a crowd when you're able to communicate to them with music. And I'm guessing that you've had that kind of experience at the Making Memories Festival.
Yes, and I mean, there's a famous quote by the OJs that music is the healing force of the world, which it is. I mean, music connects everybody, and it's something that you can't really, you can't deny it. You can't, when you hear a beat, even if you don't like a song, the rhythm is gonna get to you somehow. It's even if we're in the store and we're working and there's music playing that we've never heard before, don't know, you still kind of go to the rhythm because it just moves your body. It's just something that always happens. My mother is currently in a facility. She has Alzheimer's, and they have a guy that comes in and plays the piano once a week, and everybody gathers around. And even the people that are unresponsive, that have they're like in later stages, they still move their fingers, they still move their heads, they still have some movement because it's still there. No matter what's going on or no matter what's happening, it's still there. Even my mom, one of her favorite songs is I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. And I play it for her on my phone, and she'll tap her finger. She'll, kind of move her head sometimes. Every day is different, but there's always some kind of movement. So she's still got the rhythm. So it's definitely something that touches everybody within.
She's got good taste too. James
Oh, yeah.
Jamerson, the Funk Brothers, come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, Andy, can I jump in on something here?
Absolutely.
Because it's not a coincidence that we're calling this a music and food festival, right? This was designed intentionally for a number of reasons. Because music and food bring people together, they create community. But even more importantly, and we really wanted to create an event that brought all of Los Angeles and recognizes the really remarkable and beautiful diversity throughout our community. We wanted to bring all these different groups together, and music is that unifier. But we intentionally chose music as the foundation of this event because music builds deep neurological connections in our brains, in the very deep part of our brains from the moment we're born. And some will tell you possibly even before that, because if you've got any pregnant woman who's been around loud music can tell you that unborn babies can feel the music, they can feel the beat inside. So those networks, those connections are formed very, very early. and they last till the end of our lives. And they are, music is one of the most fundamental ways of connecting with people emotionally. Where language might fail, where physical embrace may fail, you can put on songs and you can say, you know, or put on music and you can tell, and people will get it. We have relationships with the LA Opera, and they bring people together remarkably. It's a gift that they bring to our clients. And I want to separately meet your friend who's the music therapist, because we love music therapists. They come and help with some of our activity programs. But, you know, the song from my mom had, she didn't die from Alzheimer's. She had dementia as she got older. But when she was having a hard day, we would say, Alexa, play Elvis. And like the whole mood in the room would change. And she would just be happy and she would be bouncing along and singing. And yeah, it's those deep neural connections. So it's not a coincidence. So everything that Karen said and everything that DJ Monalisa said, yeah, this is why we created this event, to bring people together, to share emotion, and to raise awareness about how pervasive this disease is, and that there are resources and that there are ways to get help.
That's awesome. Hey, you don't have to tell me. Music's a drug, and
Yeah.
I'm a pusher. For 33 years, I've been seeing the effect of it. When I play a song and people reach out, they're so moved to write me, or it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've read recently about advances in Alzheimer's drug therapies, and I know you said, Heather, that there currently is no cure for that, and I realize that's true, but it isn't something that has to stay the status quo. We're hoping that there are miracles that happen. Your organization is more in tune. Those are worthy causes, but yours is more in tune to providing services and support for people here in our community as they're going through it right now. So those things are wonderful down the road, but what people do when they give to your organization, they're making a difference today, aren't they?
They are. And look, we all want a cure. Everyone wants to see it. There are some advancements happening, and it is very exciting to see the level of research happening, and especially to see the investment from our government. Until the last 7, 8, 10 years, we really did not have the kind of investment in this disease that other diseases have had. And so this whole general area is really far behind where it should be in terms of research. But that being said, yeah, our organization was founded in 1980, 81 by concerned community members. And today we're still committed to serving the people of LA who have the disease, who are living with the disease, and their family and caregivers, and the professionals or healthcare providers who serve them, who take care of them as well. But yeah, our tagline is, until there's a cure, we'll provide the care. We're here to care. Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited that this event is coming together. I'm excited that you have invited 88.5, the SoCal Sound, to be a part of this. It's certainly a worthy cause. And once again, let's go through all of the details here. If you go to alzla.org,
you got it.
/MMF.
You got it.
Boom, look at that. I didn't even write it down.
Nailed it.
You got it.
It's the Making Memories Festival, the second year. This time we're going to have Los Lobos out from East LA. They're going to be entertaining everybody, as well as DJ Monalisa, Cut Chemist, Circle the Earth Valley, Queen, and food trucks from all over. It's going to be a lot of fun down at LA State Historic Park. It's Sunday, November 13th. Get your tickets now and go out and support this very worthy cause. Monalisa and Karen and Heather, thank you so much for giving your time to this and for stopping down to talk with us today for a few minutes about it.
Oh,
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
We are so glad to have you guys on board with this event, and we're just so grateful for your partnership and for the long partnership we have with Amoeba and with Karen and Eileen and DJ Monalisa. It is because of these relationships in the community, our partnerships, that we can do what we do in serving people. So thank you again, Andy. And as always, much love to you and Eileen, Karen, and to you, Mona. We are just your biggest fans, Monalisa.
Thank you so much.
Monalisa rocks the house.
She does. Oh my God. She's so much fun.
If you've
Yeah.
never
Can't
been
wait
to
for
a
it.
Monalisa show where she's DJing, you got to get down there. You got to do it. You got to do that, or just send them to Motown Mondays, right? Right, Bill?
Motown
There
on
you go.
Mondays.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. All
I'm
right.
I'm sold. Well, stop in
Yeah.
and see those folks at Amoeba Records too. They're good people,
Yep.
and I'm overdue for a visit. I'm Andy Chanley for 88.5 the SoCal Sound. Thanks for joining us for this Here at Home session.